So guys, I'll show you the class has the class constructor. Then you have the set class, which sets the class name. The get class was the getter. The set teacher, which sets the teacher class to the teacher. And upset student list, which just adds students to the student list array. And and the structure, which just frees up the memory. And so that's all of my classes. Here's my main. We have this they're filler variables that we'll use inside the function or inside the program. And here you input all the information for the teachers. And then here we have or you can perform each function. So 1 correlates to creating a class, 2 to creating a student, 3 to adding a student to a class, 4 to adding an assignment, 5 to calculating a class grade average for a student, and 6 for setting the attendance status of a student. 7 for outputting the attendance report and for a class. And 8 for ending a program. And now I'll show you how it works essentially. Let me open this up here. Open the console. And so here it is. So when we start running it, first it's gonna say hello teacher and ask for your name and email, which it's gonna set. And Samuel. And I can put my Gmail and ID. I can be like 32. And so you can create a class using 1 and the name, for example, math. And now you can create a student. Let's say like Jimmy, and he has ID of like 5. And I can add a student to a class by choosing the class I created. So 0 is the first class I created. And he's the first student I created. And we're doing that because here we have the total classes and total students. So Jimmy would be 0 in the student array. And so once we've added him to the class, I can add an assignment to him in the specific class. So we can give him a grade of 100. Let's give him another assignment in the same 0 class, because it's the first class we created, and the 0 student. Let's give him a 75. And say now we want to find the average for Jimmy. I would do 5, calculate the grade average for a student. And then choose which class we're trying to find the average for, which student, which would be Jimmy. And then here it gives me his average, 87. And say I want to add an attendance status for the first class that he has and the first student. I'd pick 0 because he was present. And then now that he's present, I want to show the attendance report for his class. Or for the first class. So we're generating it for the first class, which is 0. The range, well, I want to have just want to have the first day. And that's all I want to have. So it's going to go through 0 through 0 because we're only having the first day. And it shows us that in this class, Jimmy's the only student and he was present. And then, so once we've already created a class, a student, added a student to a class in an assignment, exam grade, and calculated the average and done the rest, we can do 8 to end the program. And that's overall how the program works. And that is it.